that was my 6 pounds of frozen sweet corn, all in my large aluminum pan. I'm coming in with my large chicken breasts, and we're gonna place this right on top of our corn. You can use whatever cut of chicken you like, chicken thighs, chicken tenders, but I like the breast for this because you get a lot of meat. And we're gonna fit as many as we can in here. Think about one more should be good enough, and we'll freeze that extra breast for another time. Now I'm gonna come in with my taco seasoning, and we're gonna season this whole pan. We wanna season the corn and the chicken. And you can flip over your chicken and season both sides, but I'm keeping this super simple and easy. Oh my goodness, looks amazing. All right, and we're going for kind of a street corn. So we are gonna add our mayo right on here. And of course we're using the best mayo in the world. I had 2 of these half empty, so I had to go ahead and use both of them. And we're gonna add about 2 cups of mayo right on top of our chicken. And before we spread this out, we're gonna add one more thing, but I think that looks like enough. What else goes with street corn but some sour cream? And this is 16 ounces of sour cream, and we're gonna use all of this right on top of our chicken. You can get a little bit on the corn too. This is all just gonna cook together and have the perfect street corn flavor, but with that yummy added protein of the chicken. I love making this chicken. My family loves it. And we are bringing this to a potluck, so I'm super excited. All right, we're gonna bring back our spatula, and now we are just gonna kind of meld that mayo and that sour cream together. You can get like one of those Mexican cremas if you want it to be more authentic, but this is obviously just my take on a street corn with some chicken, and it is gonna be delicious. And I did use frozen corn, but you could also use fresh or canned if you really want. Next ingredient is a non-negotiable. We have our cojita cheese, and this is already grated, so we're gonna sprinkle this right on top of our dish. We're gonna use a good amount because this is what really brings that delicious street corn flavor. And just when you think there's enough, it's not, so you gotta add some more. And we're just being super generous, making sure that our corn gets the cheese and our chicken. Oh, encasing it in that sour cream and that mayo is really gonna make sure that our chicken is nice and moist. So that's why I love this recipe. We use about 3/4 of our cheese. All right, now I have some chili powder. You can use cayenne if you want, but I'm just using chili powder because that's what I had. And just like with everything else, we are getting that all over our entire pan. Delicious. We are gonna top this off with a little bit of salt and pepper, freshly grated, because salt and pepper is always necessary for this kind of dish. All right, that was the salt. Time to get the pepper. You can skip these if you don't want it to be seasoned too much, but I really feel like it just adds the flavor. Speaking of flavor, we have a couple of cut lime wedges, and we are gonna squeeze our lime juice right on top of our chickens, and then we are gonna throw those in there so that they just get nice and more juiced as they cook. Now this is about 3 limes that I sliced up, and you could also just buy lime juice if you want it to be super simple, but I feel like fresh lime is always better. So let's go ahead and get all of these wedges nicely juiced on top of our chicken. All right, and this is ready for the oven. So we are gonna put this in the oven at 375, and for the first 30 minutes, we're gonna have it covered, and then for the last 30 minutes, we're gonna leave it uncovered for a total of 1 hour. Oh my, this smells absolutely incredible. All right, now we did make sure that the internal temperature of our chicken was 168. Now before we dig in, I do have some fresh cilantro that we're gonna sprinkle on here. This is optional. I just think it adds a nice little freshness to our street corn chicken. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for you guys to see how this came out. It is so delicious, so easy, and I'm just using a little bit of cilantro because a little bit goes a long way.
It smells so good.
Oh yeah. All right, it's time to dig in. I'm just gonna grab my spatula. We're gonna grab a chicken. Oh, get some of that corn. That looks so good. The mayo, the sour cream. I think I'm gonna grab this little bite right here on the end. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked.
Is it good?
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is so good, you guys. It's savory, it's sweet, it's tasty. You guys are gonna love this.